I always like to photograph the unbalanced world we live in. And yeah, I always say I photograph things I hate or things I love. There is no way in between. So I think I did for a very long time things I hated, which was conflict and the unbalanced world we live in. And now I photograph things I love only. Yeah, my name is Pep Bonet. I am from Mallorca. I am a photographer and a filmmaker, a founding member of Nor Images, and a Nikon ambassador. And besides that, I'm a rock and roll addict, and I love sailing the sea. In a bus trip, promoting a new camera with beautiful people around me. I have this idea in my mind, since we're always moving in this bus and going places. I think I want to make a road movie. A road movie where we are moving from one place to another, and
that would be like
I just follow all of you a little bit.
I would love that. Crazy or what? Like talking in my sleep?
Yes, the door was wide open. Okay, is that? We stood up.
I would like to make a film which is subtle, something which relates more to the nature of each of you. How do we work and what are our goals and our motivation and obsessions? I'm very much looking forward to see your work. So I have also this idea that maybe I want to try the Z8 with this 8K slow-mo, put it on the gimbal and put you somewhere and do like portraits, just coming closer. I would like to portray these people as how they really feel to me. So it's not difficult because they are open and they are vibrant and shining, and I hope I can show this in my film.
But also he needs to give us a card back, so we can't show you.
I would like for people to understand maybe a bit more of the people that Nikon has put together. My goal is to not misrepresent my colleagues and my friends in this bus trip, and at the same time make people aware of the amazing work that all the talent that we have put together can do with this new camera. If I had to take one lens only and go to the moon and live with it, is this one, 35 1.8. This is a perfect lens. With the new Nikon Z8, we have actually two lenses. We have a f8 crop, which is a 35 1.8, and if I would use the crop, I would have around 50mm 1.8. I love that crop factor we have in the Nikon cameras, and with this I could do basically everything for all the shoots. For interviews, this is a lens I always use. It's the 105 micron Nikon. It's a lens that is very sharp. It has very good contrast, and also when I need to shoot details, I can use it because you can focus very, very close. Sometimes I use old lenses, some Nikon AIS lenses. They work very well. The new sensors are very sharp, and I love that the old lenses gives you a bit better bokeh and a little bit less sharpening. So the sort of digital feeling sometimes I have with new sensors, it's reduced with the old lenses. So for me, the process of photography and filmmakers has changed from documenting to creating, and that was so nice and so healthy because I really believed there was only one way of doing things, and now that I'm on the other side, I am fascinated by creativity and by teamwork. I feel I can be myself. I have not been censored. I feel I have not been guided into something I don't want to do. I love behind the scenes. I think I can add a bit of poetry in this trip. I don't know if that makes sense, but sometimes nonsense also is beautiful. One, you point at me when I'm around here you take the camera and take it. I'm always trying to be the fly on the wall when we travel on the bus or when they are shooting their own stories. I shoot when they go to the set, I shoot while they're shooting. It's a bit confusing sometimes because there's a lot of people shooting each other. But I think at the end, out of these messy environments, I want to have some quietness. I was, for many years, told I couldn't be creative. I had to photograph what I had in front of me, and I had to be true to reality. For me now, a strong photograph is the ability of a person to step over the preconceived ideas, you know. For me, good photograph is poetry mixed with suggestion. I believe in the power of suggesting more than the facts. I am different than some other photographers. I don't have one style, I have many. I believe in challenges. I believe in renewing yourself. I love the aesthetics of photography. Of course, I love storytelling, but for me, the power of photography is the image.
Yeah, I think Pep hates me because it's like old school filmmaker. So when I arrived with my little gimbal shooting in vertical, it was like, what is this guy doing? But it was fun, and you know, after discussing with him, then explaining what are my motivation, we get to learn from each other. It's just different approach of filmmaking, and we both have our own motivation.
All or nothing, black or white. I realize in my photography is the same. I photograph for 20 years what I hate.
You don't always have to go to war zones to shoot issues. I mean, you can address these issues from your own studio or something, you know? Like
No, I know, but my interest in issues is gone. And I need to be surrounded by nice things, nice people, nice light, nice colors.
Yeah.
It's finished now.
Yeah.
Pep is a little gangster, you know. He's like the sweetest guy around. His energy is crazy. I mean, we can say that he's a little bit older than us, but his energy level is higher than everybody I've seen working. And it's cool that he's really okay with what he's doing, and he has rest with it, in peace with it. On that part, to be that okay with your work, that should be a goal of a lot of artists.
I think the biggest takeaway is what I'm taking home is a bit of you. A little bit of every one of you. And also, I feel a big part of my takeaway is having been lucky enough to be part of this group, to have tested and used this camera before the rest of the world.
Yeah.
You know, the camera is going to be launched in 3 months or 2 months, and we have already shot stories and photographs and films with it. I think this is also something very, very, very special.
That's true.
I've been working too much lately. My next move is I want to go home and hug my wife and hug my kids, you know. That's my first move. I miss them so much. I'm also working with my new film, which is called Hellbangers, and it's a story about the underground heavy metal scene in Botswana. And it's a story that I love.
Ready?
Action.